And we were talking to you before the show about the Aqua project. It's the West Shore Yacht Club. It's 3 condominium towers. Tyler, could you pull that up? Let's dig into that. It's an exciting project. We were talking before we went live about just the availability of waterfront real estate and the positioning of that project directly between the 2 urban cores of St. Petersburg and Tampa. So here's a rendering of it, the 3 towers on the top picture there. Now, Bob, it sounds like you are maybe the more creative vision of the aesthetics of the project, and Eddie, you are the developer.
Well,
in general,
but often an architect takes the cues from their client. A smart one does, right? And Eddie and Jorge, his partner, had a vision for this project, and we try to craft what we do by what our client needs, what our client wants, right? Rather than sort of push an aesthetic on them. Luckily for us, they are already married to a modern aesthetic, right? And it fit right in with doing a yacht club. So, the word yacht, the feel of yachts kind of entered into the picture of the design of the building.
And what made you target this sort of design? Were you inspired by the projects you've done in South Florida? Because to me, it almost looks like a Miami-esque type building.
Okay, the first thing, obviously, when we found this property, we couldn't believe that it was available. I mean, it's kind of crazy to think that you could find 6 acres of land within a private gated community with a marina and a private club undeveloped. I mean, it's like a developer's dream. And we typically like to work with local talent. So we started looking around, and that's how we met Bob. He had done the Barrage. He was in the process of doing Altura. He had done some work within the community there, and that's how we, reached out to him. One of the things that originally this site had was 2 larger buildings instead of 3. I believe that when people are paying this kind of money, they want more privacy. So we wanted to be able to have private elevators coming into your unit. We also wanted to have the through view. These homes, you have the east and west view, so you can see the sunrise and the sunset. And it took a lot. Bob knows we spend an awful lot of time trying to how do we do it? Not it can't be done, but how do we get it done? And he was able to please us in creating the through units. We have a height limitation, so it is what it is. And then we went out and hired IDDI, who is an international design firm that does a lot of hospitality work, and created more amenities than I don't know any other property in Tampa that has the amount of amenities that we have in here, down to a golf simulator, a kids room. We have a gym on the 17th floor facing the water. Most developers would take that property and say, wow, I could put a unit there and get a few $1 million for it. But we made it part of the community. So no matter where you are in the building, you can go up. Then we have a rooftop pool. So there are a lot of things that were done. And it took us 3 years.
Wow.
From the time we had the property until we went through the process, and we're finally under construction now.
If you enjoyed this clip, click here for the full episode and make sure to subscribe. Thank you guys for watching.